So just thinking now, and it's 6 p.m. on the 1st of February, 21. So I'm thinking now about my dad and how I was an awful child to my dad, awful son. I didn't treat him properly, didn't treat him with enough respect. I basically didn't act towards him like I loved him. And I'm not sure if I did love him. I was too concerned with myself and I just treated him like he was just part of the way things are, just part of the furniture around me. I didn't pay him due respect. I didn't understand what he did for me. And he did a great job raising me. I can't believe what he did at his age. And he had no money. And he was born in 1919. So that means he had me when he was 54. And I'm struggling to handle myself now. I'm 47 now. And I've been injured, and I'm thinking that with my injury at my age, it probably worked out being the same way he was feeling. And so he raised me by himself because he didn't trust any woman to help raise me. And he split with my mum, I don't know when. So he kept enough about me that he wouldn't let any woman into his life to help with me. So he did it all by himself. I can't believe it. And he did a great job raising me. And there were problems, but it doesn't compare with how good a job he did to help me. And I regret so much being so uncaring towards him. I wasn't thoughtful, wasn't loving. I was cold and selfish in my behaviour. I didn't give him trouble, thankfully. It wasn't trouble at school or any kind of trouble. So I'm glad about that. That helped him out. But I didn't love him. I just didn't care for him properly. I didn't try to make his life easier. I did the minimum to help him out. And I complained about it. I was unhappy doing it. I was just selfish and inconsiderate, and I can't explain why I was so awful. I didn't make his life easier at all. I didn't help him. I just did the minimum. I was a selfish, horrible child. And I was just cold and horrible. I'm so sad about it. I realize now what he did for me, but I don't know when he died, but it must have been 20 years ago or 30 years ago. I can't explain why I was so awful to him, why I was so selfish. It doesn't make sense to me. I'm not an evil person, but I behaved in an evil way. And I can't explain why. I had no conception of what he did for me. I just feel awful about it, and it's just insane to have been so horrible to him. Well, I wish I understood why. But he raised me by himself from when he was 54 years old to when he was in his 70s. looking after me. Absolutely amazing. He's such a good man. When I think about it now, I just hate myself for my behavior, my coldness towards him, no loving behavior, nothing from me, and he still cared for me every day. Cannot believe why I was so awful. And there's no way for me to make up for it. So I'm doing this public penance, I think it's called. Just being honest with the world about how terrible I behaved. I was awful, completely inconsiderate and selfish and unloving. As I say, he brought me up by himself because he didn't trust anyone else to look after me. I cannot explain myself, but I feel so much guilt. I'm so sad of what's happened. So I'm in this position now. Um, I'm in supported living now. I'm being looked after in 24-hour care. I don't have any therapy or any talking or communication. There's no conversation at all. I'm just fed 3 meals a day. And I have a computer and a room like a studio flat. So I'm wondering if this is my life now indefinitely, or if I will improve enough to have my own place one day. I'm not having any therapy or anything, so I don't have contact with anyone. I don't know if there's a plan for me, or if I'm just here for the rest of my life.